Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 21st September 2022. My name is T.S.V. Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol trsv nectar nectar nectar. In this particular vlog, in my previous videos, we have been discussing about the knowledge and information that we gleaned by the study of spiritual books, scriptures, contemplation on the material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This particular video is no exception to that rule. In fact, it is only a continuation of what we have been doing before. In the past few videos, we have been discussing about a human living entity's purpose for his or her birth in this particular life in this material world. In other words, we are trying to find out what is the purpose of life for every human living entity. During this discussion, we found that the purpose is known only to a minimum amount of the society, because though the others too have it, that purpose memory lies dormant in those people's memories or brain, whereas a minimum amount of people know about it. Even among them, only a few focus on that. This purpose is known to these people anytime during their lifetime. It could be at childhood or babyhood or adulthood or middle age, grand old age, whatever. When a person comes to know about his or her purpose in life and he or she decides to try sincerely towards achieving that purpose, then that person's life becomes fructified. The fact is that it is very important to try. Whether you succeed or fail, or you achieve varied degree of success, does not matter one bit, because your karma will come as memories in your brain, in your subtle body, etc., and help you carry forward in that particular purpose in your later life. Before we go into it in detail, let me assure you that this particular purpose may be in the material universe or in the spiritual universe. In other words, This purpose may be material or spiritual, but it depends on the person when he or she comes to know about it. Today we have been discussing a few cases in this matter, and we are trying to find out how these people's life has been out of the ordinary. That is, these people do not relate to the vibes of the multitude of this society. They are widely or understandably different from these people. We have studied about a few cases. However, today we are going to discuss about another case. This man's name was Venkataraman. He was born on 30th December 1879 in a small village in the district of Madurai in Tamil Nadu state in India. In his childhood, he was like any other child, playful, wayward, distracted, and giggling. He was not very much interested in his studies. Instead, he was interested in playing cricket or in swimming in the village along with other urchin friends of his. This boy had one elder brother and one younger brother. His father was a court pleader in Madurai High Court. This boy had his first experience of death when he was he came face to face with his own father's death when he was just a child. This death made others distraught, but actually it intrigued this boy because he felt that if they say that my father is gone, but his body is here, then who is the guy who has gone? At that time, he found that this body is only material and gross, and that there is something else that leaves the body, and that is why it is called the death of that particular person. Venkatraman's uncles, several of them were renunciants, monks, sages, etc. Venkatraman, as I said, was never interested in studies. He just played, swam, or roamed around aimlessly in the streets of that particular village or township. One day he came across a temple. Intrigued and curious, he entered that temple and found that along with various other statues of various famous deities, there were a couple of statues kept in a row on the side of that wall of the temple. Intrigued, he asked one elderly person who they were. This elderly person told him that they were what were called Nayanmars, devotees of God who had become so exalted that they went to the position of becoming demigods, and so the statues were kept there. Intrigued, Venkatraman decided there and then that his own statue will be kept in that place one day or the other. This is where the difference between a person with a purpose and an ordinary person is evident. An ordinary person could have seen these statues and gone home, but this child of around 16 was so intrigued and so purposeful that he declared there and then that his own statue will be kept there. Later on, one day, this boy came to know through another uncle of his that that person had gone to a place called Tiruvannamalai, a temple of Lord Shiva in the name of Arunachalam. Intrigued, Mr. Venkatraman borrowed some money, took a train, and reached this particular town in the north of Tamil Nadu without any knowledge of anything, no escort, no food, nothing. Here he managed to climb up the hill to that Tiruvannamalai Arunachalam temple where he sat on meditation at the age of 18. This man would never ever move outside a 50-kilometer radius of that particular area all his life. He was going to remain in that radius all his life. So meditative and contemplative was this boy that while other boys made fun of him and threw stones at him, this guy never bothered. Rats bit him, injured him, he starved, he went through great deprivation and physical torture and agony, but nothing affected this boy. Soon, a person called Sheshadri Swamihal took this boy into his fold, and he brought up this boy and declared that he was something out of the ordinary. This boy was now hailed as Ramana Maharshi. People started flocking from all over the world to have a glimpse of this young man who was always meditative. Soon, so though this guy physically did not travel anywhere, he got followers from all over the world who had come to know about him through articles and word of mouth. Ramana Maharshi was always silent, but when he was gently provoked, he said, "Don't waste your time, just try to find out who you actually are, because you are not this gross body. You are something else. Please go within, contemplate, meditate, and find out your true self." Ramana Maharshi remained an international figure till the age of 72 when he passed on and went and became a deified saint called the Sage of Arunachala. His statue may or may not be kept in that particular temple, but today he is a legend, worshipped and revered by followers from all over the world who think that it is possible for any common human living entity to reach that exalted position if he or she comes to realize that self realization is his or her true purpose in life. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this matter. Please give me your own priceless opinions, thoughts, and ideas so that we may join everything together and come up with something which is beneficial to the whole multitude of society. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I may keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet next time in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.